The Boys Season 3 Episode 8 Theories and Predictions Explained. With the final episode upon us in just a few days, and with Episode 7 dropping a huge revelation, I thought I'd give my theories and predictions as to what I think could happen in the final episode of Season 3. So let's get into it. Here is The Boys Season 3 Episode 8 Theories and Predictions Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. The most recent episode of the show certainly set things up for the finale, in a way that has turned things on its head. With the hopes of a Homelander and Soldier Boy battle on the cards, it seems somewhat less likely following the revelation that Soldier Boy was Homelander's father, but I don't think it's a definite no. With there being multiple different arcs that need rounding off in this week's final episode, as per usual, I'm going to split my predictions into the different character arcs that we have going on throughout Season 3. Homelander. Homelander's journey throughout Season 3 has been an extremely interesting one. It's like no other that we've seen before, and I've liked it, because it's shown that the events of Season 2, the death of Stormfront, and the knowledge that people are conspiring against him are actually getting to him. We saw that he got injured in the battle at Herogasm, showing a sign of weakness for the first time, and that he was keeping Maeve held captive in Episode 7. But the main revelation was that he found out that Soldier Boy was his father. This throws a spanner in the works of there potentially being a final battle where the two come head to head. Personally, I still feel like they will. Homelander is a character that loves the fame and the public perception, and he wouldn't want to share the limelight with anybody else, or have a supe who is near his superiority being around him, and in the public eye. We may see the hostility die down between the pair, but I personally think that the two will battle it out, and Homelander, just like in Herogasm, will likely overpower Soldier Boy and take him out. I do, however, think prior to this, there will be some tarnishing to the name of Homelander, and the public's perception of him, based on the video that Starlight put out, plus the secret recording she got of him in last week's episode. In the original trailer, we saw shots of a small group of people with signs and shirts saying "I stand with Homelander," which makes me believe that those members of the public are going against the majority, which are now actually against Homelander. I think he's going to be after blood in multiple senses, and may try to get Hughie to pay for Starlight's mistakes, as she's too famous for him to take down. However, along with battling the public's perception, he's also going to have to try and deal with the impending face-off with Butcher and Hughie again, which if they take V-24, it could put them in a good position to take him on again. I also think we'll see Homelander go to the address of where Ryan is, after the discovery was made of where he's living. I'm unsure as to what role Ryan will play in the finale, but I feel there will be some involvement. We know that Ryan almost doesn't want his powers and claims that he's hurt people. If Homelander dies this season, which I don't think there's a strong chance of, it could potentially come at the hands of his son Ryan. Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy has been on a mission to get revenge on all of the members in Payback for handing him over to the Russians 40 years ago. We've seen that he's essentially got revenge on everybody other than Black Noir, who we saw initiated the whole operation with the help of Stan Edgar. With Black Noir being last on his list, we'll likely see him approach the member of the Seven with the intention of taking him out. We know that he didn't have a good relationship with him, and he almost bullied Black Noir, as was highlighted to us by him being personified as the Black Sheep, meaning the odd one out. However, one would likely assume that it would be a more difficult battle due to the fact that Black Noir is actually in the Seven and is a current supe, unlike the others that Soldier Boy's faced off against. And with Black Noir having been so loyal to Homelander over the years, it could potentially see Homelander step up for him. Something we've never seen the character do, but it would show a more human side to him. With the revelation of Soldier Boy being Homelander's father, and him not informing Butcher and Hughie, we could potentially see him step away from his side of the deal and not help them anymore. I think that could most likely be the case, as we know that Soldier Boy believes that he could beat the both of them quite easily, and would have no troubles in walking away. He may use the fact that he's Homelander's father as a way of also getting to Stan Edgar. In the original trailer, it looked as though he was in a battle with Starlight and Mother's Milk, who we know have been wanting to take down Homelander, but not with the use of Soldier Boy due to the collateral damage that he causes. Plus, we know that Mother's Milk has a personal vendetta against Soldier Boy, due to the fact that he killed his family, so it will be interesting to see that rivalry come to a head. Butcher and Hughie. Butcher and Hughie have had a brotherly relationship this season, more so than the previous two, and I think we'll see that continue into the final episode of the season, with Starlight informing Butcher of the danger that V-24 can cause, and how it can potentially kill the person who takes it if they have between 3 and 5 doses, and with Butcher not informing Hughie, it showed just how much he wants to kill Homelander and that he was prepared to die for it. This doesn't bode well, and I potentially feel like there could be some foreshadowing with the flashbacks of his brother. He blames himself for the death of his brother, as he walked away from the family, especially when he needed him. He'll be doing the same with Hughie by not informing him of the danger that he's in, so it could potentially be alluding to Hughie getting hurt due to the actions of Butcher. I think they will both be a part of the final battle that we'll watch unfold, and I'm intrigued to see how it's going to go. I don't think that Butcher is going to get that kill that he so desperately desires, because I think Hughie is likely going to get hurt or injured, and we'll see the brotherly love that we've seen Butcher adopt come to the forefront, and it will turn out to be about saving Hughie, rather than taking Homelander. Starlight and Mother's Milk. Starlight and Mother's Milk have been on a mission to essentially stop Hughie and Butcher using Soldier Boy to kill Homelander. As much as they don't want Homelander to be around, the damage that gets caused by the unpredictable nature of Soldier Boy is too risky, and as we've seen, it costs several lives in the process. In the trailer, there was a clip of the both of them in a battle with Soldier Boy, with Starlight using her powers, something we've not actually seen much of this season. I don't think either of these characters are going to die, to be honest. I think we will likely see them in battle, and then Hughie being hurt will take the priority. Outside of this, tying into how they will likely end up in battle, is going to be due to Starlight wanting to find Hughie to inform him of the danger that he's in following the taking of V-24. We'll likely see them argue and fight against each other's sides, but not against each other as individuals. I also don't think that Mother's Milk will get the satisfaction of taking out Soldier Boy, but he may get to address him in the final battle and find out why he did what he did. Frenchie and Kimiko. With Kimiko getting her powers back through choice and owning the powers that she holds, something that was a main contribution into why she resented her powers, she'll likely join Starlight and MM in the final battle with the rest of the group. There may also be a slight side arc of them going after Little Nina to seek revenge on the fact that they captured them a couple of episodes ago. Although they want this life in Marseille away from all of the drama, I don't think we'll see them leave the boys after Season 3. Additional stories. Queen Maeve is a character that I think is going to have a large role to play in the finale. I think Starlight will locate her and they will then get her out of being held captive, and she will join them in the final fight. I think Maeve's arc will likely come to an end this season. She's been relatively absent, which makes me think that they're alluding to the fact that she's going to be killed. We know that in the comics that Queen Maeve does get killed when she's protecting Starlight, and I think something like this will potentially happen in the final episode. I think Maeve will take on Homelander and likely be killed. As much as Homelander would be doing it to protect himself, I think there will also be a part of him that would feel devastated if that were to happen, because deep down I believe he does still have feelings for Queen Maeve. The Deep and his wife is something I genuinely have no clue about. Their story has been a little redundant this season, but it appears as though she's being his PR guy, and giving him all of the information that he needs to not come across as incompetent as what he previously was. I'm hoping we'll get some kind of resolution to their story in the final episode. We've not really seen Newman play that much of a large role in the season. However, we know that she injected her daughter with V, which is something we've not seen addressed since, so a new soup could potentially be on the cards. And we've also not seen her using her head-popping ability since episode 1, but she has threatened the use of them if her identity were to be exposed. I don't know if we will see it exposed, but one thing I do think we'll see exposed is Vaughn, and it will likely be left in a state of ruin at the end of the season, and I believe the Seven will no longer exist. So, there you have it. The Boys Season 3 Episode 8 Theories and Predictions Explained. If you want to see more videos on The Boys such as endings explained, theories and predictions, or character breakdowns, then click on the I button. Or alternatively, you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. If you'd like to give me a show or movie to review next, then head over to my Twitter, @BrainPilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile. It's where I rate the latest releases in real time. What do you think is going to happen in Episode 8? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.